What's the word? What's the word? What's the mother word, man? Tap in, bro. Today, we talking about this Instagram Plus ish and how these people can look at your story now or preview it without actually being in your story, bro. Get in here, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. Do that for your boy. Do that for your boy, man. Now, if you know and if you don't know, let me go and let you up, big dog. Now, Instagram pretty much done released a new feature that you can pay for, bro, to where people can, it's not just for this, but this is pretty much the main thing. People can preview your story without actually viewing your story so it won't show up in your views, bro. Now, if you somebody out here, you know how it go when you got these random people in your stories, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird that, you got these people in your stories that ain't watching it. I ain't gonna lie. If it's somebody out here going to those extent, to that extent to where you feel like you doing that and you don't want nobody to see, you need to stop what you doing, bro. Like, you need to get a grip on reality, bro, and just figure out what you doing in life, because that ain't cool. Like, if you want to go on somebody's page and look at it, bro, look at it. They should know that you looking at their page or their stories, whatever the case may be. And if it ever came out that you was looking at it and they found out it was you, hey, that's a little weird. But I find it crazy that a lot of the pages that I had looking at me, that I didn't know who they were, they disappeared, So, hey, I don't know what's going on Instagram, bro, but with this feature, you can now preview a story without actually looking at it. And I think this is a slippery slope, because now you're making it easy for stalkers to pretty much stalk you. Or let's just say like the stuff that happened with the Julio Fulio situation, where the people that follow him was following him through the stuff that he was posting on Instagram. You got women out here that are in domestic situations, you know what I'm saying, to where hey, you might be over here looking at this person's story. You got men out here that, might be men of caliber, and people might be looking at their stories. I think, bro, that's a slippery slope at the end of the day, bro. For Instagram to, come up with something like that and tell you that you got to pay for it. Y'all know they finna pay for it. They already done paid for the check for the verification. So if you can pay for a feature like this, bro, and I think it do other stuff too that, help content creators. But the main thing that it does is it lets them preview your story, bro. So, hey, man, just a heads up out there to all my Instagram folks, you know what I'm saying? Be checking your views and stuff like that, keeping your analytics going, because you want to know what people respond to certain, stuff and stuff like that, bro, or which people, engage with you, so you can, monetize that eventually, bro. So you want to keep an eye on who's engaging with what, and I think that also makes it, harder for you to advertise or promote to certain people, because, hey, at the end of the day, if they previewing your story and you don't know they watching it, it's hard to market to someone like that. So while it can be good for the creepsters or, people that don't want to be seen, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? And I get how that aspect, can be valuable as well. You feel me? Well, you don't want to be seen viewing somebody's story. I get that as well, because, you don't want to stir up nothing or start nothing or nothing like that. Sometimes you might just want to check on somebody's well-being without, just goddamn tapping in. You feel me? And that's honest. That's genuine. You feel me? But you got to think about the negatives that come along with this as well. So y'all get down in the comments, bro. Let me know what y'all think about that, bro. And until then, I'll holla.